Party on, Wayne.
You're rocking out with Garth and Wayne here on Excessive Celebration.
On the Quiet Storm.
With
You know, Bill, I have to be honest. When I'm watching that game, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about the Bills, and I kind of threw them out there and kind of said, hey, what do you think about the Bills? And you said, I don't want to put words in your mouth. I think you may have even said they were a fraud, or you said something like that. That may have been it.
Exactly what
and
I
I
said.
remember thinking at the time, well, that's a little harsh, but let's see. And all I could think of with the fourth quarter was, man, this team's a fraud.
why do teams just gift better teams players? It happens all the time. Either NBA or football. Atlanta decides it's going to trade Mohamed Sanu. Let's just trade him to the Patriots and get some draft picks. When are those draft picks ever going to be good? You're drafting low rounds. Why are the Warriors picking up DeMarcus Cousins? I mean, why aren't other teams going after these people? That makes no sense. Oh, no, we're just going to let them have 7 more titles. What?
Kind of back to the segment. Why did OU get beat by Kansas State? I got some stats here, Bill, and I look at the stats, and you know what I do after I look at the stats? I think, why did OU get beat by Kansas State? Jalen was 19 for 26, 395 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, 84.2 quarterback rating. He ran for 95 yards. Skylar Thompson, 18 for 28, 213, 87.8 QBR. OU had 497 total yards. K-State had 426. Bill, time of possession. K-State 38.08, OU 21.52. Here's the stat that absolutely blows my mind. Rushing, Hurts, 19 carries for 96 yards, 5.1 yards a carry. Sermon, 3 rushes for 9 yards. Brooks, 3 rushes for 2 yards. That's it.
Whatever that switch is, that CD Lamb, you remember the first 4 shows that we did with CD and going, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? Where's he at?
Yeah, we're not getting the ball.
Rambo the new guy? I mean, or who should we be talking about, Rambo or Hazelwood? Because they look 100 times better than what CD Lamb's putting out there. All of a sudden, that switch, CD Lamb is taking it to another level, and he's looked like the best wide receiver in college football.
Well, it looked like, I don't know if you saw the 71-yard touchdown that Tylan Wallace had. If you haven't, you may want to walk that backwards a little bit. Ask the linebacker that's still face down in the ground and never came back in the game that tried to lay a shoulder on him. And even better, the defensive back who he face planted with a nasty stiff arm.
Well, those two guys just lost their contact. They're
still looking. I would have really thought there would have been this sense of urgency, but K-State had it. You got to hand it to Kleiman, but that's what makes college football to me so interesting, is that this K-State team's the same team that only got 13 points in Stillwater. Gave up 2. How do you not run the ball on K-State when one guy for Oklahoma State ran for 280 yards against them?
You're listening to Excessive Celebration on Crossover Radio, reminding you, go with the flow. Get that app.